Week 2 is now in the books, and it was Cindy who came through those doors. It was another dramatic few days inside the house, and coming up in the next hour, we'll cover it all. The Big Brother Canada Sideshow starts right now.
Previously on Big Brother Canada. Oh my God! In an epic HOH endurance challenge, rock climber Bobby beat out beauty queen beast Cindy to become the very first head of household.
HOH, baby!
Woo! With Bobby and his Chop Shop Alliance in control of the house, Bobby nominated Brittany and his true target Kevin for eviction.
He's a threat to me and my alliance in the Chop Shop.
I need a miracle.
Cindy secretly rallied the girls to form an alliance against the guys
I just want to make sure we have the numbers.
and set up Kevin for slaughter.
I want him out. Kevin is floating. Bobby is floating.
But she forgot to check the bathroom for floaters.
Nice conversation.
Oh, he was there that whole time.
Yeah.
How awkward is that?
We're idiots.
Poker star Kevin got his miracle and turned his toilet flush into a royal flush,
I was informed that I was going home.
using Cindy's speech to turn the guys against the girls.
The thing is, they threw out your name directly, buddy. I just painted a masterpiece in the Big Brother Canada house.
Kevin split the house like a pair of aces.
It's now my mission to send a girl home packing.
There was no guy alliance. There is now.
Us girls are screwed.
When the house guests earned a pool party from Big Brother, things heated up in the hot tub. Especially between Ashley and Zach.
Future for me and Ashley feel we're gonna get close.
There's definitely sparks flying.
Damn it! Go!
At the POV challenge, Kevin chopped down on the competition
Congratulations, Kevin! You have won the power veto!
Yeah, we won! We won the POV!
and went from going broke to breaking the bank. With the veto ceremony looming, Cindy tried to broker a deal with Bobby,
I promise you that you would not be on the block.
but in the end, Cindy failed to sway him. And Bobby put the beauty queen back on the block.
It is not over until it's over.
I would 100% throw Cindy under the bus.
Cindy pulled out all the stops to survive, but was sent home packing.
Hello and welcome to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. This is where we talk about absolutely everything that happens inside the house. And you can be part of it all. You can always tweet us. Just use the hashtag BBCan3. We'll get to some of your tweets a little later, but right now, I would like to introduce you to two of my favorite tweeters. They're my co-host for the Sideshow. Up first, let's hear it for @GaryLevy_online. I love it. You too. And his Twitter page says he's the quote-unquote jerk co-host of the Sideshow, but we still love him anyway. Let's hear it for @AlsoPeterBrown. So how are you both doing tonight? Looking very dapper.
Oh, we're gorgeous.
We're gorgeous. Okay, can we talk about the eviction first of all? Let's talk about Cindy. What do you think happened? She with an S. She was one of the more memorable players so far in the house. What do you think happened?
I think she was such a big personality, and she showed she was physical in competitions, and it just all ended for her so quickly. But that's what happens sometimes when you're a big personality in the game and you make yourself so known. I mean, with an S, it's just so easy to, keep on bringing that up.
There's no pens or
No,
pencils anywhere.
I know. I mean, there's makeup, but there's no pens and pencils, so I don't know why she... a lot, but...
Too much.
Too much. Just a little much.
Yeah.
Is that what? She just went too hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, just too aggressive out of the gate, I think. I mean, the house looked at her. She didn't fit in with the group immediately, and then she had to prove herself as a con threat, and that's just a bad combination for early in the game.
Yeah, and she had no cover. She didn't have any serious alliances that she could work with,
no.
So let's talk about Brittany, because she was also on the block, and kind of, like, what do you think of her gameplay being on the block?
I think she wore her emotions on her sleeve a little bit too much. I mean, of course, it's going to hurt to be put up on the block, but you can't be... I felt like she kind of had a defeatist attitude, and she kind of just gave up, and she didn't really, pull through, and, this is not over until I leave. So I think she needs to kind of bring it back a little bit and still, get in there, talk to people in game, and don't, when you're on the block, the world is not over. You have to keep on trying.
Yeah, she was a bit of a lump on the log this week, which is really unfortunate. I mean, slop really does a number on you, but she's not making any social inroads at all. Her close alliance, Sarah, doesn't even really trust her at all. So I think Brittany's in a real bad position within the house because she doesn't have anyone that she can completely trust, and that's like really bad news going forward.
Okay, so let's talk about the recent HOHs. Okay, so Bobby, what do we think about his choices?
Bobby's got a strong core.
He does.
Definitely.
He is a rock climber.
Yeah, but he can't keep on saying, oh, I don't want to get blood on my hands. I don't. Like, this is Big Brother. It's going to happen eventually. And, by him saying that so much, people might just indirectly put blood on his hands that he doesn't even have because he says it so much. What you're saying is like drinking game or something.
If you were playing Big Brother drinking game this week, but blood on my hands coming from Bobby's mouth, you were drunk the entire time. I mean, it's ridiculous. And him saying that he's not really playing the game and trying to downplay his HOH is preposterous. And if people catch him in that lie going forward, it's really, I don't think, good for Bobby. I think it was a bad move to try to downplay his HOH reign this week.
Okay, and then we have Kevin, of course. First of all, can I say, I really was sad. Like, every time he did the fortress, I was like, no!
It's not real.
It's almost, like, it's heartbreaking because he buys into that. That's their gimmick. They do this. Alec and I do this. I would have been heartbroken if I went in there and did that every week and found out Alex didn't. Like, and that's what, Kevin's going to have when he leaves this show. And I think that might create some animosity between him and Jordan.
I mean, he's playing hard. Maybe too hard.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, luckily
initially.
he got that, Big Brother gods did shine down on him, and he really worked that. So I think he's very smart, but he might be too smart for his own good, possibly.
Well, it was right place, right time, right guy. And Will Kirby himself says one of the critical elements to be successful in Big Brother is luck.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, now I want to tell you about a little text I got from my mom after the show last week. She was like, Arissa, Big Brother is so good this year, and Big Brother is so mean. I was like, Big Brother is mean. What happened? Did he just wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
I think he definitely did. I think, there was 2 seasons of, peachiness and fun and champagne, and this year it's just real dry. It's real dry.
Do you feel bad for them just a little bit?
No, not at all. Big Brother is not a luxury game. This is not an easy game. So I'm happy that finally these house guests, these super fans are realizing this is no walk in the park.
They got to earn it. Big Brother's saying, you're going to earn this coin. You're playing around.
So you both noticed that Big Brother obviously is not going easy on the house guests this year. And when the 2 of them notice something, they end up ranting about it. So let's take a look.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
It's a party in the Big Brother house. Cake, booze, alcohol, anything goes. April Fools. Big Brother ain't playing no games this year, honey.
Everyone came into the house with a game plan, but what no one saw coming is Big Brother's a huge bitch this year. The latest thing that bitchy Big Brother has done is tell the house guests one of them broke a camera. But here's the joke, none of them did.
Why are you punishing us like this? Why? Why? Big Brother, why? What did we do?
If Big Brother had an online dating profile, his hobbies would include meeting new people and then punishing them for no reason. Swipe left.
You know what I think? I think Big Brother needs a hug. I know deep inside there's a warm, gushy little teddy bear that just needs a little love. Come on, Big Brother, give me some love. I love you, Big Brother.
In the rough seas of Big Brother, many ships are sinking, but one that's staying afloat is Zach's.
You know, Zach is doing real well. He's tall, he's handsome, he's gorgeous.
He is a giant ship just sailing through this game.
He talks nice, and he has such nice hair.
Everyone's grabbing onto a life jacket, and he's just coasting by.
He's sexy.
Why is nobody nominating him?
He's like real sexy. Ashley, just give it up. You know, them kids is gonna look real cute, and they'll be tall.
Do it.
Oh my God, I'm peer pressuring her. Ashley, don't do it if you don't want to.
Oh my God. That might be the highlight of my week. I love your rants. Okay, so let's talk about Big Brother. Yeah, really putting them through the gears, because there's definitely an element of psychological warfare in Big Brother. Like, everyone remembers when you had to go on slop and you freaked out. Do people underestimate what that does to you?
I mean, yes. I mean, slop is no joke. I mean, of course, you know, you get over it. Yeah, they're like laughing. Yeah. Of course, you get over it. You get over it in the beginning, but then you realize, okay, this is like, you open the fridge, like, it's like you don't have an option. Like, you're always doing slop. So, I don't know, just that, and it just takes a toll on you emotionally.
Uh-oh, we're bringing you back. We're bringing you back.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. And then you have to do these competitions. It's hard to do that. It's a lot. Slop really drains you, and it's hard.
Yeah, it's really debilitating because, I mean, you have to be social at all times. And when you're on slop, you just kind of want to lay there and do nothing, which we saw Brittany do this week. And so, you know, the game is constantly messing with your head. You see pockets of people talking, and if you don't have the ambition to go up and talk to them, then you can find yourself on the outs really quickly just because you're on slop.
You don't have the energy to talk to anybody. You're just trying trying to like lift up your arm to
You're
like.
trying to lift up your arm stuff. All right, we are just getting started. Coming up, we'll talk to Cindy about her exit from the house, and we'll catch up with season 2 superstar Arlie Chavan. The Big Brother Canada Sideshow is back on Slice right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Every week, this is where Garrett, Peter, and I will dive into everything that happens inside the house. We'll also be joined by some Big Brother know-it-alls, and this week is no exception. Let's take a look at our first guest in action last year.
This place is nuts!
I'll enter the house and I'll drop to one knee. The dream has begun with all eyes on me.
Hi! I'm Arlie! Here's my butt!
Oh, yeah. I have dreamed of getting a task from Marsha the Moose.
Your goal is to take each house guest aside and tell them one harsh truth about them.
You smell like your breath stinks. Looks like you put on a bit of weight since this lockdown.
You have passed your mission. Oh, okay. Don't hurt yourself.
There is no clucking way I want to win this HOH.
Push through, Arlie! Push through, baby! You got this! You got this!
I'm looking at Arlie, and I'm literally almost in tears. Never seen so much heart.
It's all just completely an act. Coming hard the rest of this game. I'm here! We did it! We're going to the end!
I will need to name a replacement nominee. That replacement nominee is Arlie.
Big Brother, I got bamboozled. What happened?
Give it up for Arlie Chavanimal. Arlie, so great to have you here. Great to have you here. Yep. You scared. I know you want back in, buddy. I know.
More than anything.
I know you do. Now, I'm so curious as to your perspective on the whole superfan thing.
Yeah, it's running rampant.
Right? Like in your season, you were a superfan. I would say Netta, maybe Allison. Yep. But now that everybody is, I almost feel like the gameplay should be maybe a level up, but I don't know if that's the case.
I don't really know if that's the case either. Like, I wouldn't really expect that because things change when you go in there really quick. And the superfan doesn't mean you have it figured out by any means. And we're going to see that this season because Zach looks like he's going to go pretty far, and I wouldn't count him as like an actual superfan. So
oh, okay.
Blown up already.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm on in there. It's like, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck out here with everyone else.
I know, you're just with us. I'm sorry. But what, you were saying something interesting about the superfans, that there are some rookie mistakes you would not have guessed.
Yeah, like, I mean, inexcusable mistakes. You have to check everywhere, especially if you're going to have an alliance-based conversation. You check that damn room. That's inexcusable. It's preposterous that happened.
Yeah, I agree. It makes zero sense they didn't check. Never one time did I have an alliance meeting and not look around. It makes no sense.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I want to talk about one player I find very interesting in this game, Bruno. Here's someone who really hasn't shown up a lot on the show. He really wants to pretend he's not there. And now that we've seen him pull a couple gears, like with Greg, he might be someone to watch, because generally you're supposed to fly under the radar at the beginning, right?
Yeah, Bruno is definitely someone to watch. And I really like how he manipulated Greg. He can tell Greg's got a big ego, doesn't care. He was just kind of like, oh yeah, do this, planted the idea in his head. He went off and did it. Bruno just sat back. That's all good gameplay early. Definitely someone to look for.
Okay, now I do want to talk about alliances. Because we've got a lot of alliances happening. We've got the Newport, we've got the Chop Shop, we've got the Fortress, we've got the Seha. Like, there's a lot going on. Who is your eye on in terms of a good alliance here?
Newport's definitely the one that's looking the best right now. I feel like Zach and Jordan could be if Jordan wasn't punking Zach off so much, which I think is hilarious. But I think it's Newport right now. They're the ones to look at.
Okay, do you agree?
Yeah, I think Newport's got a lot of potential. I don't know that Chop Shop does. It's easy to be high on yourself when you're in power. First 5 was in power for a long time. You guys are all high on yourself. The first week that you're not in power, that's usually when those big alliances start to crumble and they start selling each other out.
You have to know kind of when to jump off, because for you jumped off maybe that second too early, right?
Yeah. I'm still hoping for a girls' alliance. I mean, Sarah's still in there. She could be the ringleader and maybe gather that up. I mean, she still has Brittany. Neha, maybe, you know.
Yeah, they always work, those girls' alliance.
Oh,
yeah, they're forming one right now, the Brittany, Neha, Sarah.
There was one season of Survivor I saw where a girls' alliance lined them all up and picked them all off. Remember that
70
one?
seasons.
Okay, maybe it was 70.
Girl power.
We were just talking about this. Yes. Okay, we were just talking about how this makes us so sad because it's not a true alliance. But Kevin is a professional poker player. I remember when they were all lined up, what do you do? And he was like, I'm unemployed. I was like, 10 points for you. This past week, Kevin had an interesting conversation with Greg, but did he keep his cards close enough to his chest? Here's some bonus footage from inside the house.
I play professional poker. That's how I make my living. I do pretty well for myself. None of these house guests know that, and none of them need to know that.
One game I don't play is poker. Like,
So fun, bro.
oh man, I know.
So fun.
So the emotional lunatic of a human that we call Greg in this house brings up poker. Oh boy, I gotta get in on this conversation.
Like, I've only played a few times with Buddy. It's like, you get the 2 cards.
Yep, and then they go 3 cards.
Oh yeah, 3 cards in the middle, and then
Yeah,
you do like
and then
one
everyone,
here,
everyone bets.
like-
Yeah.
It's hysterical that he's teaching me how to play.
It's like mostly luck, right?
No, it's not. It's a lot of skill, bro. These guys are all like MIT, Columbia, like Boston College. They're all like super, super intelligent. They're all great with numbers. I don't get any of that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I would bet everything I own, go to the bank, get a loan, bet that too, that Greg is the worst poker player in the world.
So you would like play for like big amounts of money?
Friday night games, the pots would get up to like $1,300. After you pay $50, if you get bounced out, you can rebuy as many times as you
Sure,
want.
like a lot of guys do. Yeah.
You're the exact person I want at a poker table with me. You're emotional, you're spastic, there's not a lot going in your brain. Of course you've lost money playing poker.
I go to the casino, I like the casino, but the guys are sharks. They're there every day, bro.
Get out of here. I want to play poker with him after this is over.
Not bad. Not bad at all. That was pretty believable. I believed him.
Poker face right there. Good poker face.
Now, we wanted to talk about him, playing too hard. Is he going to? Because he immediately was targeted, which even surprised him, I think. And now he's got this unwanted HOH.
Yeah.
What is he going to do with it?
I think, okay, I think Kevin went in there and he assumed he was going to know what was going on a little more than he actually did. He thought he was safe and he didn't realize he was a target early. And like you said earlier, he got so lucky being in the right place at the right time. If he didn't overhear that conversation, maybe he still could have stayed, but he would have been on the out still.
Yeah.
Now he's in. So it's funny with this HOH, he'll probably just try to go with the house because that's what I would do if I accidentally won one. He could have thrown it better though. He really could have. If you're trying to lose, sometimes you have to hit the wrong answer. You don't just wait for other people to. He was just kind of winging it.
It's true. It's true. He might just flame out early though because he's a big threat. He's a big personality.
It's possible that he ends up being evicted nominated all the time, rather. But I think actually being put up for nomination in week 2 is the best thing that could have happened for him because now he realized, oh man, I don't have this all wrapped up.
He's smart.
Now I have to
right
play
up.
better.
All right, we got lots more to come, including a sneak peek inside the house. We will also talk to Cindy with an S. The Big Brother Canada Sideshow is back on Slice right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. As always, we're joined by Peter and Gary, and this week the one and only Arlie Shaban is also here. Arlie is at Arlie Shaban on Twitter, and we've got a tweet here for you.
Okay.
So at Lorna McGibbs, did I say that right? God only knows. Who in the house this year would you want to streak with?
Oh, this one is easy. I have to go with my man Kevin. Me and
Really?
Kevin, naked running through a town together. I think we could have a following behind us. Go back to his house, play some poker with the ladies, strip poker maybe.
Wow.
They got a head start because we're already naked.
There you go. No, I feel like I've seen your naked body more than I've seen my little sons. Okay, but I thought it was gonna be Risha, but no. Okay, Kevin.
Yeah,
All right.
Kevin, my man.
Well, okay. Let's talk about the eviction and this possible twist coming up. Okay, so Cindy was evicted from the house this week, but KFC is giving one of the first 5 evicted house guests a chance to get back into the house. So if Cindy, who is quite a comp threat, like let's be real, she's good, if she makes it into the house, what type of implications would we see, Arlie?
I think it would be chaos if she went back in. Like, I know how much chaos it was when Allison came in and she wasn't someone we all ganged up on 12-0 and voted her out.
Yeah.
So if Cindy came back in, the guys would be so rattled. They know she's a beast. They know that she's coming after them. So it would just be a bomb going off in that house.
So I'm assuming she would have to win, like everything. No?
Well, maybe not. I think there's going to be a lot of resentment, especially if someone goes in the first 1 to 3 weeks coming back. The house might not like them and then see them as an easy number 2 position. So they could drag that person to the end simply believing that the jury wouldn't vote for them because they left super early and then came back.
Right.
So maybe they would have a shot.
When Allison came in last season, when you came back, everyone was like, oh, they're going to be gone the next week. But no, that was not the case. Do you think
And
she
she
would have a
has
shot?
leverage too, you know, like, well, whoever wins. I'm thinking Risha in my mind or Cindy, one of those two, but there's, what's that? 3 more people to go. But I don't know, I think they had that leverage of saying, you know, I want a competition to get in here, and they could maybe use that as like a ploy because people didn't like it when I got voted by Canada, and they all hated me and wanted me out immediately. So maybe they could use that to their advantage. You know, I earned this competition to be here, you gotta respect that.
But the earning thing is like a double-edged sword, right? Because yes, you earned it because you're a comp. Wait a second, you're a comp threat. Why do I want you in here, right?
Big Brother. It's not going to be easy, but...
No. What do you think Risha would do in there if she got back in?
Probably nothing. I mean, she was functionless. Yeah, I mean, she did nothing while she was in there. I think she, like, being in the sequester house is just going to drain her even more of energy. She's just going to be even angry. If she goes back in, she's probably just going to sit there and, you know, be useless, and probably would be a good candidate to go to the final two all over again.
I think she has a lot better candidate to go to the final two than Cindy would be, because she probably lacks the comp, or at least she hasn't proven that yet. So she's probably going to go in there. She's not going to be able to do much socially. We already saw that, but she'll probably get dragged along a bit. I don't see her getting voted out right away.
That's true. I could see her in the hot tub.
I wish I could see her in the hot tub.
All right. Do you think, first of all, Cindy and Risha are doing well?
No, not at all. Devastated.
Devastated.
Crying themselves to sleep. Cindy will tonight, and Risha has been.
Oh, that's really sad.
It's sad.
Big Brother is so mean. Well, this week it was Cindy who was evicted from the house. So let's take a look back, shall we?
Oh my God. I'm Cindy with an S. I'm Cindy with an S. I'm Cindy with an S. Spell with a C and I will hurt you.
I'm the whole package. I'm smart. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. The second house guest you've nominated for eviction is Cindy.
Cindy is a comp beast.
I just freaking on POV. Oh my God. People always underestimate me.
Cindy!
I am terrified of Cindy at this point. I had no idea she's going to be such a strong competitor.
I was this close. Oh my gosh. I'm always going to be on display. I'm Cindy with an S. Duh.
Get out of here.
Let's hear it, everybody, for Cindy. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Have a seat. Have a seat. Okay, Cindy, we've been waiting to have this talk. Oh my God, what happened in there?
You know, you think you know the game, you think you know what you're doing, and then you go in the house and everything just screws up.
Okay, so what was the obvious thing other than that super bad luck, or as Peter would like, you really didn't look around the corner before you had the alliance chat?
No, I didn't.
What would be something you would change other than that?
I think I should have been more careful with who I spoke to, who I associated myself with. A bit more cautious. I think originally I wanted to just be on the DL, be quiet, make sure nobody sees that I'm a competitive person. Apparently that went out the window. No.
Okay, well, Peter, what did, in your eyes, what did Cindy do wrong?
Well, I think it's appropriate you were evicted on April Fool's Day because your game was a joke.
Oh,
thanks, Peter.
Wow.
You were an abject failure from the beginning. You come in, you said your social game was going to be on point, and it wasn't. You come in super aggressive, and in a game where first impressions are so much, you know, they target you immediately. And then what you had to do was completely change your game in an instant to become a physical competitor. And as you know, physical competitors are often targeted earlier just because they've shown that they can, like, win in challenges. So you failed socially, you failed competitively, you just kind of failed all over the place.
Okay, so I'm going to call timeout. I'm going to call timeout on that. Please, Gary, sprinkle some sugar on that, please.
Cindy, you're beautiful. She is very beautiful. You used everything you could have done. You fought to the very end. You did not give up. You know, you used every asset you have. And I respect that. I think that you did everything that you could do. And I mean, this is just how it ended up, but it's okay. I think you did everything you could have done. So
It was a bit harder because obviously my original plan was stick with the beauty queen.
Yeah.
I can't compete. I don't do anything. I legit broke a nail. And that really did upset me. But you know, when you're on the block the first day, what can I do?
Exactly.
Pretend that I can't compete? No, I really need to get myself off the block. And that sort of just changed the game plan because even after I won that POV, if I were to act like I don't know how to compete and do anything, they know that I'm going to pretend and be a faker.
Yeah,
So it's the last thing I wanted to do. So you know, originally I told myself I'm just going to throw the HOH, but when I realized that everyone was falling off and I was still dancing, like, I'm going to stay on there for as long as I can.
No, you were pretty fierce in there, I have to say that. And I was like, why is she so tough? And then Gary was like, because she's from the beauty pageant world, duh. And I was like, okay. What did you think of Cindy in the game?
All right, so I feel like you went in and you got put up on first impression because you had like a big mouth and you rubbed everyone the wrong way. And I know when there it's hard, I really do. But it's like you should have just laid way lower, and then it triggered a bad chain of events. Then you had to win the veto, you had to show your other side, you had to be a gamer because you were already in trouble, and that just throws everything out the door.
Definitely.
So it's tough, but you kind of put yourself in the position.
Okay, but you heard there is a silver lining. You may have a chance to get back in the game.
I hope so.
All right, let's hear it once again for Cindy. Womenette, we've got lots more to come on the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Gary, Peter, Arlie, and I are back to it right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Joining Gary, Peter, and I this week is Season 2 alum Arlie Chaban. Welcome. Now, just before the break, we talked with Cindy. That was harsh. Who was voted out of the house last night? The rest of the house guests had some final thoughts for her, but since she might re-enter the house, she can't see them. But we can.
Cindy, this sucks so much. It's bad luck that got us in this situation, and that's it. You're playing the game great, and I'm gonna miss you so much.
Cindy, I love the conversations we had in the house. It's a shame that we couldn't get our games to collide and talk more game. I'm gonna miss you.
Cindy with an S. S is for Sia. Can't play a player. You're a great girl, Cindy, but you're just not cut out for Big Brother.
Cindy, I'm so sorry. I tried so hard for you to stay in this house. I need you in this house. I want you in this house. I just couldn't pull it.
When I first met you, I'll be honest, I didn't have the greatest first impression of you. But as I got to know you better, I realized that you're a beautiful person inside and out.
Cindy, you're a sweetheart. But you made one mistake in this game. You tried to start a showmance with my bromance. And for that, I gotta send you packing.
First of all, that was really a lot nicer than I thought it would be, which is great. And usually you don't see like a nice goodbye pack until jury house when you're like, this person could come back and vote me out, right? Do you notice, was that a conscious shift? Like, I can be way meaner at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was certainly way meaner before jury started. But these guys, I don't know, maybe they've seen something in the past, something triggered their mind. I know Jordan speculated that this twist actually might happen, so maybe they're switched on in there.
It's possible.
Maybe they're just nice, Peter.
No.
That's not.
No, he says no. Okay, well, we all know that house guests will do whatever it takes to win. They'll stretch truths, they'll tell lies, they'll talk about things they've done and things they haven't done. And our virgin, Bobby, is certainly no exception. Take a look.
Bobby the Virgin.
I went on a rampage.
And then I went on a rampage.
Life can sometimes be a little bit dull in the Big Brother house, so I may have told a little white lie. I told the house that I was a virgin. Definitely not true, but it was definitely fun to see everyone's reaction.
Bobby told me something in confidence, and I just let it out during dinner. Bobby's a virgin.
You are, really?
I can't even.
I had my doubt. I can't
I'm
even.
so I felt so bad. That wasn't my secret to share at all.
I'm so sorry. I believe you. You're going red. He's going red. I believe him.
I honestly feel really bad. I'm sorry, Bobby. I don't always need to be the center of attention. I don't always need to be sitting with an ass.
No, man,
Like, that was something for me to share. And
No, but listen, it was literally in the moment.
I felt so bad.
Oh, don't.
I had no intention of telling anyone that I was a virgin because it's completely untrue. I thought I'd just have a little bit of fun for myself by telling a little lie. You're gonna make me cry if you keep crying about that.
That's why I left so abruptly.
Cindy's definitely pleasing. I felt that I had to console her, so after this is all over, she doesn't think I'm a complete jerk.
I just felt so guilty because it wasn't my secret to share, and I just put it on. I felt so bad.
Please stop. Please stop. Seriously? No.
You said to yourself, like, oh, I wasn't sure if I wanted to share this and all this stuff. I feel really, really bad. Like, I'm really sorry. I wish there was more guys who's like that. It just means you just appreciate more.
I don't know, maybe some of the other girls will see me in a different light and maybe they'll want to be the person to pop that cherry. Stop it.
Oh. She has a heart, like a real heart, and he was like totally okay with completely breaking it over that.
We don't know if she has a real heart. Anything in there could be game the way I look at it. I faked a lot of stuff, but one thing I think is that was the worst lie ever. I would have never believed that. He's 27, he's in really good shape. The way he made it with Ashley, you're not a virgin.
Right?
You're not a virgin.
That was a lot of tongue.
Yeah.
But maybe, can I say that? Can I say that out loud? No, but so here's the thing about lies. Lots of people have to tell them in the game, but they really can catch up to you if you can't keep track of them. Like, do you think that was worth, risking the trust?
No, absolutely not. I think Arlie is spot on. We already kind of distrust Bobby a little bit because he's claiming not to play the game during his HOH. Now we distrust him because if they find out he's actually not a virgin, these are little building blocks to failure for Fun Bobby.
And even if they don't find out he's not a virgin, they'll just be speculating. I sure would.
Yeah. Right.
I feel like that's a lie too that could potentially just slip, just like when you're, having a drink. Like, I don't know, that's kind of a hard lie to keep because the moment you just say, yeah, I was with some girl, and it's just like, okay, Bobby, you said you're a virgin. So I don't know.
No, it's
very
true.
Smart.
But I'm watching people as they reveal these lies, and some of them I just am scratching my head. If you watch the live feeds, maybe you would have caught Greg telling everybody, by the way, I'm a pro athlete.
What an idiot.
And
but Greg's lie at the beginning was the worst. If you're going to lie about your job, you don't go from being a pro baseball player to a Costco employee. You go from being a pro baseball player to an amateur coach, or just amateur. When I heard that, I wanted to walk in there and be like, wake up, Greg, what are you doing?
I love it. Coming up, we'll have some more hot and steamy moments from inside the house this week. It's a little bonus action coming up on the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Joining us tonight is Arlie from last season. Let's hear it for him. Nice. And of course, my homies over here. So let's talk about Zach for a minute. he is emerging as a very dangerous player in this game. He's tall, dark, bronze and pre-med, and he's a quarterback. He seems to have it all going for him. And in this bonus footage, he totally backs it up. He is an athlete. Check this out.
Okay, see if we can stuff it in there. Sometimes we go a bit stir crazy in the house, so we try and make up any type of game with any object we can find. Right now, we're taking toilet paper, we're putting some balloon over it, the girls are giving us some hair ties, and it's a pretty good football.
Oh, it fits like a glove.
No. That's it.
Oh! Oh,
that's it.
Straight and true. Straight and true. Oh, first try! That's funny.
Broed out for a second there. That was pretty intense. Now, what I think is very interesting about Zach is with the Alliance, everyone's keeping an eye on Newport. So far, they look like they're very successful. But what's cool, I think, about Zach is that he seems to not have that much ego. He's content to let Jordan be like, you're the brawn, I'm the brains. He's not like, I'm pre-med, everybody. You know what I mean? I think that helps, no?
Yeah, his head is completely in the game, and you have to tip your hat to him. I think he's probably one of the most dangerous players in the house, and he's maybe playing the best in the house right now. He's got a bromance, a budding showmance, and he's part of a big alliance, and nobody's targeting him. That's huge.
How is that possible, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah. But you have to be careful, though, because when everyone likes you in the house, everyone talks like, oh, my God, we're all cool with Zach. Like, uh-oh, you know? So he has to be careful, but he's doing really well right now, so
Yeah.
go Zach.
Well, some people are cooler than others with him. We're going to get to that. It was a week full of drama and some serious passion. Lip blocking everywhere in the house. Who hasn't been kissing? Seriously, check it out. That was pretty scandalous stuff. Are you impressed by the amount of passion so far this season?
Looks like you got a pretty horny house this year, if I'm going to be honest. And I'm pretty jealous I'm not in that season because I was single going into mine without any single girls, really. So.
Oh, that's too bad. But you don't like showmances.
Look, I mean, emotions run high in the house, and most showmances don't last because what happens in the house doesn't translate into the real world. So while they're all a bunch of attractive young people having fun right now, it's unlikely to last beyond the game.
Can you just bring out Jetta and Jemmet?
Two examples.
We're in Canada. There's two. So far, two successful showmances.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Could be 3 after Zach with me at the side.
I love it. Well, a couple nights ago, Big Brother decided to set up a little story time for the house guests. This was so cute. On the show, you got to see part of the story, but it's so awesome, we wanted you to see all of it. Have a look.
Once upon a time, 16 of the bravest animals across the land embarked on a 10-week adventure in the world's greatest zoo.
Oh my God! Look at this!
I might pee my pants. I'm Bobby.
Bobby.
I'm Cindy with an S.
But the animals soon realized that the zoo was not all they had imagined. It was cold and bare.
Where is the furniture?
Welcome to our humble abode.
How are we gonna sleep in here? So?
Like, what the hell are we going to do?
Thank God there's a toilet.
Right?
This is like serious business.
Okay,
I can't not have my stuff.
We are in the Big Brother house.
With zero furniture.
As time went on in the zoo, the animals grew tired of the zoo and longed for their old life.
Fun fact about me, I am half East Indian.
I'm still trying to take it all in.
I want some freaking chicken or something now.
I'm always hungry. I'm a cook, looking for my next meal.
I just want champagne.
Feel like I'm locked in this Big Brother
zoo.
This is bogus.
So, in the cover of darkness, the animals decided to make a break for it.
All right, everybody out of the house. Let's do it, guys.
Don't worry about me.
I'm just like a stoner.
So cute. It was adorable. Coming up after our final break of the night, we'll take a look at what you can expect in the house this coming week. Big Brother Canada's Sideshow is back right after this. Welcome back to the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. With us tonight are, of course, Gary and Peter. And from last season, everyone say hello to Arlie. Hello! He's just a little bit excited to be here. So let's take a look ahead to the upcoming week. Okay, so Kevin won HOH.
Yes, he did.
What are we thinking about this?
I don't think he was too happy about it, but you know, it's good. I mean, I'm sad because I know he's going to probably put up the people that he overheard in the HOH, which is Sarah and Neha, and I really want a Girls Alliance, so I'm sad about this. But it's probably going to happen. It's probably going to be Sarah and Neha. I mean, he doesn't have to get too much blood on his hands because he has a really good story. They were talking about him. I'm just defending myself. So it's probably a clean week for Kevin again.
As a superfan, he should have looked around at the beginning and saw 16 bodies. That means people need to get out of that house much faster than normal. So even though instant eviction is a Big Brother Canada staple, it's game way early, he should have a game plan, but I'm not sure if he actually did in this specific instance.
Okay, so what do you think he should do? You said your picks. Who you think he's going to nominate? What do you think?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious what he's going to do. He doesn't want to rub the guys the wrong way. They just saved him. He can tell they kind of have control. They just did last week, so he'll probably just do what they want, which I agree with Gary. It's probably Neha, Sarah, Brittany, something along those lines.
So that whole, is the whole big move thing a myth? You know, like everybody wants you to make a big move, do the big, nobody wants to make that move when you're HOH.
You don't want to do it early. I would have never wanted to do it early. That's the way I look at it.
I also think that the phrase big move is completely misunderstood. A big move can be getting someone out that makes you in with the rest of the house. It doesn't have to be getting out a big player. It's just something for you to progress in the game. Like so many people harp on making big moves, but a big move can be who you eat breakfast with. It can literally be that small, and it's no joke.
Is that a big move you made? I'm not going to eat breakfast with today.
Because, okay, if I'm eating breakfast with Arlie, and then I become closer to Arlie throughout the day because of that one little decision to eat breakfast with him, and then maybe that creates a bond with us, that's going to help me out later. It doesn't always have to be a big blindside.
You don't think a big move would be putting up Zach?
Well, if he thinks Zach is going to be a shield for him, then why would he get rid of him right now in an instant where he can be get rid of later?
All good food for thought. All good food for thought. Good thing we're coming back next week. All right, that does it for the Big Brother Canada Sideshow. Remember, we'll be here every Thursday night only on Slice. Big thanks to Peter and Gary. We'll see you two next week. And a special thank you to Arlie Shaban for coming out. Let's hear it for him, Arlie.